want to buy Ponmo. Why? It's Ponmo we're talking about. Who doesn't love Ponmo? I still don't get it. It's Ponmo. Like Ponmo. It's Ponmo. So one question I'm going to ask right now is, why would anyone want to take out Ponmo from the list? Like, why would you want to take out Ponmo from the table? Like, I'm talking about Ponmo. Like, we're talking about Ponmo here. Like, don't tell me it has no nutritional value. Ponmo is life. Imagine bread and hot ewa goreng without Ponmo in it. It's not complete. Imagine cooking some mad as egusi soup without Ponmo in it. Almost something is missing. Imagine okra or ogbono, the hot soup sizzling with a lot of steam and there's no Ponmo. Like, Ponmo makes a lot of things like so exciting when you're having a household meal in Nigeria. Like, Ponmo is life. Both the Ajebos and Ajepako enjoy Ponmo. It's not a poor man food. Like, I've heard people say Ponmo and a pop. Now lie. Even the rich people rush Ponmo. The only thing that differs is the amount and size or quantity they buy. Why would you take Ponmo out of the list? Like, we're talking about Ponmo. Ponmo, like why? Before we go into the talk about the ban or the proposal for the ban of Ponmo, my name is Arajon Obizoba, aka Ogajeni, and welcome to Lord to NAIJA. If you're a new subscriber, Twale. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Welcome to you, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you can get notified of new content whenever they drop. If you're an existing subscriber, say welcome again. Thank you for keeping to Lord to NAIJA. So basically, there's been a recommendation to actually ban Ponmo consumption in Nigeria. Now, the reason is basically that the household consumption of Ponmo is really affecting not just household consumption, maybe the consumption of Ponmo as food is literally affecting the leather industry and tanneries. Do you agree that household or consumption of Ponmo literally affects the thriving of the leather industry in Nigeria? For me, if you ask me, I will not agree with that basically, because whether we eat Ponmo or we do not eat Ponmo, I think there are other issues that should be looked at in the revival of the tanneries, the leather industry. I think it needs a total overhaul. Like, there has to be an overhaul of system and also the revitalization of machinery. And come on, the only English I'm speaking is, I don't think consumption of Ponmo is actually the problem with the leather industry. Yes, we will talk about availability of sufficient leather, but that has other issues. It's just pointing to the fact that we are not having, because now all this Ponmo we talk about, Ponmo is literally hide and skin. How you want to talk about hide and skin? We talk about the skin gotten from animals like goats, cow, sheep. You understand that? Ram. So that's what we talk about Ponmo. Ponmo is gotten from animals. We talk about cow, goat. Now, when you don't have enough hide and skin, it means that the animals, we don't have enough livestock or cattle or sheep or goats to actually get the Ponmo from. That's what it just simply means. It's not just basically because of the consumption. Because trust me, whether Ponmo is being consumed or not as food, if we do not have enough livestock, the tanneries are not still going to even have the leather we're talking about. People have been asking questions whether the federal government can actually do that. Can they actually ban? For me, yes, they actually can. For example, the reason why they want to ban Ponmo is actually because of maybe there was an overwhelming importation of toxic or poisonous Ponmo and it's in circulation. Come on, that would be at least we can like say, oh, that's true, you want to save us. Look at the provisions of chapter 2 of the constitution. Basically, if you look at the aspect of the constitution that talks about the fundamental objective and directing principle, the government has has basically a mandate to protect public health. Public health, also the environment of its citizens. So basically, they can come under the angle of public health protection to actually ban Ponmo, but that would be different. But now, telling me you want to ban household Ponmo consumption, or you want to ban consumption of Ponmo because it's affecting the availability of hide and skin for tanneries or should I say leather industries. Torch. I don't agree actually, because I feel yes, if we had more livestock, if the production of livestock was improved, we'll have more livestock and more Ponmo in availability or in circulation. Now, what am I saying in essence? I think one of the major alternatives, rather than banning consumption of Ponmo, one of the better alternatives is actually the provision of grants to livestock farmers here. Now, livestock farmers are farmers that actually deal in the rearing and breeding of goats, cattle, or these animals from which you can get hide and skin. Why not empower or provide them with improved machinery, or provide them with more grants, or provide them with access to more improve breeds and species of livestock so that they can breed more, they can actually improve the production of livestock. Because for me, banning Ponmo will actually not solve the problem. So yes, the federal government can come under its fundamental objective and directive principle and certain other laws or policies to actually say yes, we actually want to ban production of Ponmo. Now, it's basically, what's the objective? Why is it being banned? Now, banning Ponmo on the aspect of consumption, that people are consuming it and it's not making hide and skin available. Come on. Now, you should know that livestock production thrives more in a very conducive atmosphere or environment, and also with improved access to better species. Trust me, you're going to have a mass production of livestock, mass availability of Ponmo, the hide and skin we're talking about. Except you do not agree with me, but I'm sure most of you agree with me. I'm sure you don't want to have your favorite spice of the meat taken away, because once they take out Ponmo, once Ponmo is banned, come on, we're talking about the fact that a law will be implemented, or basically a law or statute will be actually enacted, and there will be punishments which may even include fines or even going to prison. Imagine going to prison for 2 months for chopping Ponmo. I'm sure a lot of us, I'm sure a lot of persons, imagine going to prison for Ponmo, like maybe 1 month imprisonment or 2 months imprisonment. I'm sure a lot of persons will not mind going to prison because Ponmo is life. But for me, I think this is like my own recommendation. Rather than ban consumption of Ponmo, why don't we look at a situation where we can actually empower livestock farmers to actually improve on the production of these livestock that actually make Ponmo, hide and skin available. We're talking about empowering them with grants, monetary, empowering them. Most of them don't even have the farm space to actually breed these animals. We're talking about ministries, the relevant concerned ministries, actually looking at how they can enable or empower these livestock farmers to get access to better breeds of livestock. This is how we improve the tanneries. This is how we improve the leather industry. Now, if you ban the consumption of Ponmo, does this solve the problem? Yes, you only just took an act that just had a different effect from what you have, because now it's going to raise a lot of agitation. I wanted to also understand that we have a right to food, and I'm sure if Ponmo is banned, it's going to cost a very, very serious problem, because a lot of persons cannot afford to imagine Ponmo being taken out from their menu or from their list. Imagine eating your favorite dishes like soup or ewa without Ponmo. A lot of persons will vex. So for me, actually, Ponmo is not just one random foodstuff or random food item. It's become a lifestyle and a way of life for Nigeria. Not just Nigeria, I'm sure a lot of persons outside Nigeria actually enjoy having Ponmo. But I don't think the banning Ponmo is actually the solution. Even if Ponmo are available in millions, if you do not have the right machineries or the right expertise to actually convert them to finished product, it won't work. The reason why I'm talking about this is because we're just trying to fall into the nearest available seeming solution, even when it's not likely going to solve the problem. There are a lot of other things. So this is my own opinion. This is it for me. I would like to hear your own opinion. Do you think it's actually something that will fly, or it's just something that may actually raise a lot of agitations in Nigeria? What's your comment? So this is this episode of Lord to NAIJA. I thank you for staying to the end, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you on the next episode. My name is Ara John by APL Gajini. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your notification. And I hope Ponmo doesn't get banned, because I'm going to be paying. I am like #1 fan of Ponmo. Until you get to see on the next episode. Charlie, my name is Ara John. Bye.